Since joining Tottenham, Thomas Frank has made the club far more threatening from attacking set pieces and far more organised at defending them. Thomas Frank has a history, though, of improving teams when it comes to set pieces. No side in the league last season scored more headed goals than Thomas Frank's Brentford. The West London side also recorded the highest average shot quality from corners in the division. But how does he do it? Frank frequently urges numerous players to flood the penalty area, assigning his most physical and strong players to make varied movements aimed at unsettling zonal marking systems. From as far back as his Bromby days, his teams have crowded the box on every corner they've had. Their movement and shielding typically enable their attackers to register first contact to the ball. Here's an example of this on Sunday's game for Tottenham against West Ham. Bergvall starts his run pretty centrally and starts to drift towards the near post. As he does this, Mavropanos is forced to track him and it leaves Romero free, who's able to head it into the back of the net. This goal was disallowed, wrongly in my opinion, but it shows the threat that Tottenham now have from set pieces under Danish coach Thomas Frank. Here's another example from later on in the exact same game. Xavi Simons crosses it to the back post. Bergvall initially holds off Mavropanos yet again, then pulls out alongside Pape Matar so that Spurs have two players and West Ham have none. Romero shields Mavropanos and it's headed in by Pape Matar. When it comes to defending corners so far this season, compared to under Ange Postecoglou, it's night and day. Have a look at this from the Arsenal loss early last season. Two Arsenal players on the edge of the box, unmarked. Gabriel, unmarked. An Arsenal player at the near post with the Spurs player behind him. No one really at the back post. It's a mess from Tottenham. Compare it to the pre-season game under Thomas Frank against Arsenal. Think about Arsenal being the best team arguably in the world at set pieces and look at the marking. As you can see, with Frank knowing that Arsenal like to target the back post, he has chosen to man mark there, but aside from that, it's zonal marking from Spurs in the central areas. This stops Arsenal from overloading Tottenham in the most dangerous areas of the box. Now, any manager can come up with a great set piece routine, but it can completely flop if you don't have the players or use them in the right way. So far this season, Frank has identified the players that are best in the air at the football club, and those are the players he's had at the near post or the far post and been aiming for. The likes of Romero, Paulinho, Sarr and Van der Ven. Last season under Thomas Frank, Brentford scored a whopping 13 goals from set pieces and only conceded 2 throughout the season. Tottenham could be on for something similar under the Danish head coach this season. If you include the Super Cup, they've scored 3 goals from set pieces so far and conceded none. It looks like they're going to be very threatening from set plays this season and very hard to score set plays against. So to wrap things up, it's clear that Tottenham's transformation from set pieces this season is no accident. With Thomas Frank's expertise, they've turned a glaring weakness into a real strength, and the Danish head coach has shown that it wasn't all Keith Andrews' work at the Bees that had them consistently scoring from corners, free kicks and long throws. Keep an eye on how this tactical edge continues to evolve and impact Spurs' performances throughout the season. Thank you all for watching this video, take care of yourselves, and as always and forever, come on, you Spurs.